I'm telling you, everybody, I still struggle with this. Being myself. And I think that's one of the most important things in, this world for your own mental health. And as I've become like larger and larger on YouTube, I've seemed to like be struggling with that. And it sort of sucks. So today I want to talk about the struggles that I'm having with being myself and sort of like the daily battle and how important it is to always, remember that is very important. That just being yourself and being authentic to who you actually are is just one of the key fundamentals to life. And as a YouTuber, it definitely is hard to keep that balance and keep that in check. So, as a content creator, you're always looking at other channels and other individuals because you always want to see what's working for other people. And when you just start doing that, I find myself sort of struggling with a balance as to should I continue to do what I'm doing and what's been successful for me in the past, or should I change the way the Bricksie channel is operating, or just continue being myself and having fun in my own skin? And what do I mean by that? Well, there's a ton of different content creators on YouTube, and they all have different styles, and some styles are more successful than others. But as you explore all these different content styles, you really start to question yourself in the way that you're actually doing things. For example, there are a lot of content creators out there that are very successful with a different type of content, and I'm going to call it like the Mr. Beast style content. And the way that it's edited is like very quick, very flashy, very highly edited, and you can tell like an entire week or 2 weeks worth of work went into producing that type of content. For some people it works out for them and it's very successful and they do very well with it and it absorbs millions upon millions upon millions of views and it's actually crazy. Some people try to replicate that and it's not as successful for them. And here I am just making my casual videos of building my Lego city or building my dioramas and doing my reviews and doing point and shoot videos like this here. And as I look at these other channels, I always think to myself, should I be making that style of content? The very highly edited content that is just like bang, 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 and it takes you a week or a month to produce. Should I be doing that? Like, it's always crossed my mind. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be uploading every single day. Maybe I should be a little more flashy with my content. And I should be only uploading once a week, and I should jam everything that I've done or everything that I've accomplished in a week into one 10-minute video that's super flashy and super well edited. And it's like, I should definitely try that because it's very successful for other channels. But then I always think to myself, yeah, but is that who I am? Is that what got me to where I am today? And is that being myself? I don't think it is. So I always refrain from doing that. And I've mentioned it in videos time and time again, saying I'm going to start uploading less and I'm going to start producing this highly polished content. But then I think on it and I think on it, I think on it, and then I go, oh my gosh, like, is that going to make me happy? Is that what I want to do here on YouTube or here on my channels? And then I always revert back to what I've always been doing, is just producing daily videos because I enjoy just filming casual videos and working on my Lego city and building Lego. What would I rather do? Would I rather continue doing what I'm doing, which already makes me very happy, or would I want to change my content style to try and replicate somebody else's content? What would make me happier? And I still don't have the answer to that today, and I still struggle with that every single day. Should I continue doing what I'm doing and sort of remain being myself, or should I try to morph my channel into something different, or just remain what I am right now? It's definitely a struggle. It's maybe a little bit easier for people who aren't in the situation that I'm in, because there's so much analysis that I do every single day of other channels, and really it's just a huge like psychological burden as to what am I doing? Should I change or should I not? It's actually crazy. It is a burden. And it's only a burden because I sort of make it a burden. Because another thing that I have to factor in is the audience that I've acquired here on YouTube going to respond to that and going to acknowledge that? And if I, for example, don't upload for an entire week and I spend an entire week producing a single piece of content, is it going to be as successful as me releasing 7 videos of my norm? And I've always been scared to take the jump and actually try it. So therefore, I remain myself here today on this camera. Do you know what I mean, though? Because there is sort of a risk if I decide to make that type of content, in the sense that what if I spend an entire week of my life making a really highly polished video that I accomplish a ton of stuff in, and then that video flops or just gets the normal amount of views that my current content gets? Well, now I've put my business, my family, and my income at risk for an entire week. So that's one of the other reasons why I don't do it. But I think it's important to be yourself even in everyday life, and just to remain authentic to yourself, because that is just like how I feel like I should present myself on the internet, is just how I normally am. And it's funny because when I first started filming YouTube videos and actually started becoming larger on YouTube, a lot of people asked me, Jordan, how do you become successful on YouTube? What did you do? And I always said 2 things: persistence and also be yourself. So that's sort of like the roots, the core that I always revert back to. And I think it's important. Don't try to be somebody you're not. And I don't know if I am that type of person that wants to produce these like crazy videos. I know I definitely have the skills and the knowledge and the know-how as to how to do it, but I don't know if I want to do it. It's interesting. But yeah, if you're a creator and you're somebody who's, you know, looking at continuously admiring other people or wanting to become somebody else, there's no problem like learning from others and sort of benchmarking other people or other companies. But I would always say do that in a way that you can still remain yourself. Don't try to become somebody that you're not. Always remain authentic. And I think that's one of the key things that I've learned, and I think that's why I continue to do things the way that I do them. No matter how many times I contemplate it throughout the day, I always revert back. But with all of that said, I still think it's very important for us as human beings to grow and advance and learn every single day. I'm not saying that you need to be yourself and not change with the times and sort of, you know, never learn new things or try new things. But I just think I feel more comfortable remaining who I am and not really changing my identity specifically here on YouTube and in the Lego world. It's an interesting time. I sort of want to try those flashy videos, but I really don't know what to do because of the things discussed in this video. I don't know if that's me, but it would definitely be worth a shot. It's crazy though, in this world of Lego YouTube, there are so many new creators now. It is crazy. Everyone's a YouTuber and everyone's a TikToker or an Instagrammer, and everyone has sort of their own Well, some people have their own identity, and it's been really successful with them. But there's also a lot of upcoming people that are sort of looking up to those people and myself, and you can see there's a lot of sort of replication of the systems that some of the OG YouTubers, I'm not really an OG, but some of the YouTubers that have been around for a long time, that you can see there's a lot of replication of those systems. And I think it's pretty interesting. But to all of the new upcoming creators, I personally would just do what makes you happy, because when you first start on this platform, that's sort of what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun, and you're supposed to create, a personality or a profile on this platform that is truly you. And that's how I became successful on this platform, is just sort of being myself and being the weird Lego guy with the basement full of Lego, and having fun with it. And I think that's another thing that's very important, in addition to being yourself, is always remaining positive and always remaining happy in your own skin. Just do what makes you happy, especially if you're doing it on the side of your full-time career. If you're on YouTube and you're posting on channels and it's not bringing you joy, then why do it at all? This channel has brought me so much joy, and it remains fun to this day. And that's why I don't really want to adapt it into something different, because that's not really sticking to my roots. And I just want to remain happy with the content that I'm creating every day. And that's why I continue to make it every day, just because it's just a fun thing to do. And I'm lucky that I was able to turn this fun little side job or side hobby into a full-time career. But I think if you do stick with it, if you're a content creator and you stick with it and you have fun with it and you remain to be yourself and you just sort of persist, then you will be successful on YouTube. You don't have to replicate other people. You don't have to look up. You can for sure look up to other people and sort of reference what they're doing and try to do your own spin on it. And that's what I've always recommended. Yeah. How are you, everybody? I know I sort of been having a battle lately, and that's why I wanted to make this video, because I've really gone through some challenging times behind the scenes in my own mind over the last year. And I've really put a lot of thought into what I want to do with my channel and the type of content that I want to make. Should I be making the highly polished videos once a week, or should I continue doing what I enjoy to do and making my daily videos? And that's the battle that I'm having right now, and I'm more than happy to admit it. I know I could make any type of content that I want, but what am I going to have the most fun creating? And what is going to make me happier in the end? That's what's most important. Everybody, just wanted to have this discussion with you. Thank you so much for coming on by. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Farewell.